Greetings, Patriots. This is Vince Edwards reporting from behind enemy lines in District 12, Colorado, where we have gone full-blown county. Now, the latest charges are really, you would figure that we're winning, actually, when you saw these latest charges. If you're not aware of what's happening, I was charged with 2 felonies. One was bond violation, where I reportedly signed some sort of contract to not smoke pot while out on bond, and that is absolutely not the case. I signed 2 pieces of paper, and neither one of them had anything to do with pot on them, and there was very little writing. The other charge is jury tampering. Now, I don't see how you can tamper with a jury that does not exist. We're not at jury trial, we're at pre-trial on April 11th, and I'm hoping everybody shows up. I'm hoping everybody shows up, because I plan on showing up at that trial. And I can't continue to rally the people to show up at this trial. I mean, I can't rally the people to show up at this hearing on April 11th if I'm in jail. And that's what this is all about. They want to put me in jail so that we can calm everything down. You heard on People Power Hour 17, Patriot Power Hour, where the DA is scared to death that people are going to come. This is the DA who claims to speak for the people. Well, Your Honor, the people this. Well, Your Honor, the people feel this way. Well, Your Honor, the people believe. But she's scared to death that these people that she claims to speak for are going to show up at the hearing or at the trial. And then she wants to claim that there's some sort of jury tampering going on if I'm calling the potential jury pool, which would be the inhabitants of Costilla County, and let them know about the case, let them know about everything, the campaign. And as far as I know, there's absolutely no law against calling the inhabitants of a county and simply giving them free information. I did not have any lists of a potential juror pool other than the fact that they were, again, Costilla County inhabitants whose numbers were publicly available. And this DA, I mean, these people have gone completely mad. And it really kind of shows the desperation of Alyssa Fedico and now the DA, who's really stuck her everything in it. She's really Krista Lee Newmeyer Olson is the DA, the elected DA, and then you have the assistant DA is Alyssa Fedico, and there's probably a few other assistants. One assistant DA already did resign over this case, and that was Assistant DA No One, N-O-O-N-E, No One. So no one resigned from the case because we were going back and forth about this Facebook post that was a video, and it was a video and then it became a Facebook post afterwards because the video wasn't good enough evidence to get me for a felony, so instead of dropping the charge, they just swapped out the evidence, and now we're going to call it a Facebook post where I said, I'm the one your mama warned you about, get ready to answer some questions under penalty of perjury. And I said, this is your final warning, bud. So I'm obviously talking about something that's going on in court. You already have Judge Patty Swift admitting on the record that the basis of the intent to influence a public servant charge is indeed the threat to sue Trinidad Martinez, the land use administrator. That's the basis of a felony charge, is indeed the threat. So why is it dropped? Why isn't it dropped already? If they've already determined that the basis of the charge is a threat to sue somebody in a court, how is it that Patty Swift, Judge Patty Swift, this tyrant on the bench, has not dropped that case? Why? Because I'm running for sheriff in Costilla County. Because I'm getting a little bit of popular, because they believe that somebody like me can get elected right now because there's a lot of people in this county that are scared to death of these tyrants. And they're very quiet supporters, in my opinion. And if my name is out there and they have the ability to write it down on a ballot, then these people here in Costilla County might just take back their government. And that scares these families to death, these tyrants. That scares them to death. So I just wanted to get on here and address these charges. I don't have a lot of power to be able to do a lot of live streaming right now. I want to be able to get on with Jason Goodman and a few other people and talk about this stuff, but I hope you spread this video. And all the folks that are making videos on my behalf, God bless you. And if we can show these people that they can't just silence me, okay? If they see that by doing this to me, they're going to create 10 or 12 or 20 me's, okay? If they duplicate me by 20 times or maybe even 100 times, all right? They've already done it 3 or 4. They've got a couple of budding Vince Edwards out there making videos right now. And I'm not trying to be egotistical. I'm saying they're trying to snuff out this guy Vince Edwards right now, okay? And he is the guy who started this movement called Patriots Cyber Squad. And if we could just get rid of Vince Edwards, then Patriots Cyber Squad is going to go away. But what you've been seeing in the last couple of days is that people have been stepping up. And they've got my back, and God bless you guys, God bless you guys. I can't say enough, God bless you guys for having my back right now, because this is a very, very scary position to be in, and it's a very, very scary position to be in all alone. But I'm not all alone right now, because I got you out there that's watching and you care about this. And in closing here, we've been talking a lot about funding this operation and everything like that. Now that there's a warrant out for my arrest for this BS, I'm waiting on a confirmation, which I'm not going to get, from Sheriff Brian Norton, because the last time we did this, they arrested me, they brought me up to Rio Grande County, and then I got sent back down to Costilla County 3 weeks afterwards, and I spent 8 months in Costilla County hellhole, dealing with a bunch of rabid Trump haters. And people that were discriminating against me because I was trying to run for sheriff, and a lot of these people are family members of the county members, and all these people that are family members, and they want me down in their jail, so I'm not going to have a nice time unless I'm kicking ass, unless I'm busting heads open, and then I got to pick up. Then that's it. I mean, that's the end of the story, right? Because then we're talking murder one. If they put me back in that jail, I'm not Mr. Nice Guy anymore. I was for 7 months until 2 people jumped me in a cell. That shit ain't happening again. I'm going to be kicking ass in there. So I don't want to go back in there because I've already told all these people that that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to harm somebody else. And they want to take me and put me in there knowing that all of that stuff is going to happen. They know that about my security and safety risks. It's all over the court record in Costilla County. I tried, myself, and this was somebody else who's a witness, was in protective custody. We were put in protective custody for like a week. And this is a guy that was one of these guys that was actually backing me up. And we were both basically liking it. We were like, okay, cool, we're not getting harassed anymore, you know what I'm saying? We can work it. You know, he was studying, I was studying. I had basically the whole volume of the CRS books delivered to my cell because they were, you know, I was pushing back on this no law library stuff, so I at least got the CRS code books in my cell. And then they were trying to get us out of protective custody. Okay? They're literally telling us you're not in protective custody anymore. You can't be in protective custody anymore. When we're, I mean, it's obvious that we're comfortable, everything's cool, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're in a little tiny cell, 23/7, I mean, And I actually, there's a motion on the record in the court. I said that we want to stay in protective custody. And the judge flat out, I put down my security concerns and everything, and this is Judge Patty Swift, I believe, or it might have been Judge Wood. But they said, oh no, I believe it was Judge Patty Swift who said, no, sorry, I can't tell the jail what to do. So all of these people that you ever ask anyone for help, okay, they don't care about you. And then as soon as you get an orange jumpsuit thrown on you, no more rights. That's the way it works in this country. No more rights. And all the media is against you, and the journalists will never come up to you and put a microphone in your face and ask you for your side of the story. That's never what happens. What you see is on the news, you see the guy in a jumpsuit, and he's usually not very happy when he's looking at the camera. Oh, by the way, that's why I try to smile if they're ever taking my mug shot. So, if you want to fund this operation and you want to help me, I mean, I need money to move about and get where I need to go and get back online and be able to live stream 24/7 and raise up this movement, because I'm done with these courts. I don't know if you're done with these courts, but I'm tired of this crap and I'm not doing it anymore. So if you want to support that operation, I'm going rogue right now. Unless I get some sort of reassurances that I'm going to be held in their jail, I have no choice but to protect myself, because I'm not safe in Costilla County's custody. And I'm glad that there's enough people out there that are going to hear this and know that I'm not just jumping a warrant. I'm not just skipping out on a warrant or anything like that. I don't trust these people. And if we have not heard back from Brian Norton, Sheriff Brian Norton. April to June called Sheriff Brian Norton and the jail. Both of us called the jail. Neither one of them got back to either of us about being kept up in the jail up there. And when they were talking about it's okay to turn yourself in to Sheriff Brian Norton, yeah, sure, I could turn myself in to anyone anywhere in the country. So that they're not doing me any favors by saying, yeah, go turn yourself in to Sheriff Norton, because he's just going to put you in a car and send you down to Costilla County. So if you want to help me, help you, help your family, help your kids, help your posterity, and maybe we'll have rights someday, and you're seeing what's happening here. Okay? Completely, absolutely baseless, bogus charges, and these sheriffs will arrest me on them. They will execute that warrant, even though it's not even a lawful warrant. Because how can you have an electronic signature on a warrant? How's an electronic signature? Isn't that evidence that there's at least probable cause that the judge was not in the same room? Whoever had that electronic signature, that they didn't electronically stick that on there while somebody's in there signing something, right? How is that sworn? How is that lawfully a sworn document? So they're trying to play all these games. And then in the warrant, okay, they say also known as Vincent Edward DeLuca. That's BS. That's just another word game that they're playing. I'm not also known as Vincent Edwards. I'm not also known as that. That means that I'm also known as all these people, all these names. I've never been known as Vincent Edwards. You look at my YouTube channel, it's Vince Edwards. Every letter has meaning. Every letter has meaning. Whether it's capitalized or not. If you have the word cat, okay, if it's capitalized, it might be the name of a female human being. If it's not capitalized, it's the feline, furry animal that likes to catch mice. This is third grade grammar here. And on a legal document, when I'm trying to clarify for these people over and over and over again, and they never change it, it must be that they can't ever change it, because that Vincent Edwards is actually just a legal entity. And they want me to come in there and be that and be that entity's agent is what that is. And I don't want to. If they want to charge me by my lawful name. And I've said that over and over and over again. Charge me by my lawful name. You got to ask yourself, why aren't they just putting my lawful name right up at the top, Vincent Edwards? And I want to actually have that warrant put out, and maybe if folks can stick a link, one of my folks can put the link in there, Christy or William, for...
Vince Edwards is appearing in court April 11th, 2018. This Wednesday. We need as many Patriots as possible to appear with him in San Luis County, Costilla County Courthouse. The hearing is 2:15 in the afternoon. We cannot let our Constitution be trampled by this court in Costilla County. The address will be below the link, as will all my contact information. Please, Patriots, ride. You are still invited to camp on Vince's private 20 acres. We need your help, Patriots. Costilla County, Colorado. San Luis County Courthouse, San Luis. San Luis, Colorado is where the courthouse is. Costilla County, Colorado Courthouse. Thank you for listening.